DRDO successfully tests flight Rustom-2. DRDO has successfully flew its Rustom-2 at its aeronautical test range at Chalakere in Chitradurga district of Karnataka. A medium-altitude, long-endurance unmanned aerial vehicle, Rustom-2 or Tapas BH-201 has been developed by India on the lines of the American Predator drones. Rustom-2 can conduct sustained surveillance and can carry weapons along with surveillance equipment. Inter-Conference on Sustainable Biofuels. An international conference on sustainable biofuels has been organized by Department of Biotechnology or Gov of India. It will take place in New Delhi. It will bring together experts from biofuels sector to take stock of current knowledge, share info or best practices or build consensus on their actions most needed to move forward. Sustainable biofuel is one of the 7 mission innovation challenges. ITBP meant to learn Chinese. Indo-Tibetan Border Police has geared up to break the language barrier with their Chinese counterparts by learning Chinese to boost security management skills. 25 Javans or officials of ITBP will take up a 1-year certificate course in Chinese language at Sanchi University of Buddhist Indic Studies. Learning Chinese will also help ITBP in their interactions with civilians in the border areas. State Bank of India set for UK restructuring. SBI is set for a major restructuring of its business in UK from April. SBI's UK operations will transform into a subsidiary named State Bank of India UK Limited from April 1st. It means that all retail branches of SBI in UK will fall under a new UK incorporated banking entity instead of their previous status as overseas branches of the Indian entity. SBI operates 7 branches in London. Airtel Hawaii conduct India's first 5G trial. Airtel or Hawaii have conducted India's first 5G network trial which took place at Airtel's Network Experience Center. User throughput speed of 3 gigabits per second was achieved during the trial, which companies claim is the highest for 3.5 GHz band. 5G services based on third-generation partnership project are expected to offer enhanced mobile broadband. India plans to roll out 5G services for consumers by 2020. India and Canada ink 6 pacts. India and Canada have signed 6 agreements, including in the area of nuclear science, energy cooperation and information communication technology. An agreement BW India's Ministry of Youth Affairs or Sports and the Department of Canadian Heritage was also signed for cooperation in sports. And move between the 2 countries for cooperation in higher education was also signed. Nilekani to develop infra for Modicare. Nandan Nilekani will assist the government in developing infrastructure for the National Health Protection Scheme NHPS, which seeks to cover 10 crore families. The infrastructure for the healthcare scheme will be of a huge scale as was required for Aadhaar. Former UIDAI Chairman Nilekani, the brain behind the Aadhaar, is also a member of the GST Return Simplification Committee. RBI asks banks to link SWIFT to core banking. RBI has directed banks to link SWIFT, Society for World Interbank Financial Telecommunication System platform, with core banking solutions of banks by April 30, 2018. Failure of SWIFT CBS link has led to 11,400 crore rupees fraud at PNB. SWIFT system, promoted in 1973 by banks globally, is used to transmit messages relating to cross-border financial transactions. 1,000 crore development projects for Daman or Diu. Prime Minister Modi has launched the development schemes worth 1,000 crore rupees for Daman and Diu. Modi laid the foundation stones for a slew of projects, including a water treatment plant, a gas pipeline, an electric substation, a municipal market and a footbridge. He also inaugurated a flight connecting Ahmedabad to coastal town of Diu and a helicopter service connecting Daman and Diu. Institutes to improve ease of doing business. Commerce or Industry Ministry has appointed 4 institutes to interact with stakeholders and suggest measures to push India's ranking in ease of doing business index. NICMAR, IIFT, and ICAI are the four institutes that have been roped in for the exercise. As per the latest World Bank Ease of Doing Business ranking, India's position improved by 30 places to 100th. Parupalli Kashyap wins Austrian Open. India's Parupalli Kashyap overcame Malaysia's Chun Wei Chim in straight games in the men's singles final to clinch the Austrian Open International Challenge. This is Kashyap's first international title in over 3 years. Kashyap is the female player from India to reach the quarterfinals of men's singles at 2012 London Olympics. He was also awarded the Arjuna Award by Gov of India in 2012. Aruna Reddy makes history. Aruna Buddha Reddy created history by becoming the first Indian gymnast to win an individual medal at Gymnastics World Cup as she clinched a bronze in women's vault event. She scored 13.649 average points to finish third or claim the bronze medal. This was Aruna's first international medal, though she has taken part at World Artistic Gymnastics Championships, Commonwealth Games or Asian Games. 8th Indo-Seychelles Army exercise starts. The 8th joint military exercise between the Indian Army and Seychelles People's Defence Forces started at Mahé Island, Seychelles. The focus of the ongoing exercise is to conduct counterinsurgency and counter-terrorist operations in semi-urban environment under the United Nations Charter. The exercise is named L'Amity, which in the local dialect Creole means friendship. To shift its embassy to Jerusalem in May, will move its embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem by May of this year in time to mark the 70th anniversary of Israel's independence. At first, the embassy will operate out of the current consular premises in Anona, South Jerusalem. Trump officially recognized Jerusalem as Israel's capital in December, despite fury from the Palestinians and warnings from Western allies. UNSC approved Syria ceasefire resolution. United Nations Security Council has unanimously backed a 30-day ceasefire resolution in Syria to allow for humanitarian aid deliveries or medical evacuations. The vote comes in response to the 7-day airstrikes or bombings in the war-torn country that has claimed over 500 lives so far. Russia, an ally of Syria's Gov, wanted changes, while Western diplomats accused Moscow of stalling for time. India presented with ICC Test Mace. The International Cricket Council presented the ICC Test Championship Mace to Virat Kohli after the end of the final T20 international against South Africa. Kohli received the ICC Test Championship Mace on behalf of Team India for the second consecutive year for being the #1 Test team. This is the fourth time that India has been presented with the prestigious mace. Veteran actress Sridevi passes away. Veteran Bollywood actress Sridevi, who had an illustrious career spanning over 4 decades, passed away in Dubai. She was 55. A versatile actor, Sridevi made her Bollywood debut in 1978 with Solva Savan. She was known for her performance in some of the iconic films like Mr. India, Nagina, Chalbaz, Chandni among many others. In 2013, the Government of India awarded Sridevi the Padma Shri. India's first 4G LTE telecom system unveiled. Telecom Minister Manoj Sinha has launched India's first locally developed 4G LTE telecom system. The system has been designed and developed by VNL Ltd, keeping in mind requirement for high-speed connectivity, particularly in rural areas. These systems offer compact and versatile radio applications and can operate flawlessly even in harsh environment. 7th Meeting of EPG on Nepal-India Relations. 7th Meeting of Eminent Persons Group on Nepal-India Relations has begun in Kathmandu. Representatives from Nepal or India will deliberate upon various bilateral issues including peace or friendship treaty, trade, transit or border. EPG is a joint mechanism consisting experts or intellectuals from India or Nepal to provide suggestions for updating existing bilateral treaties BW the two countries. Modi launches Amit two-wheeler scheme. PM Modi kickstarted the subsidized Amit two-wheeler scheme meant for working women on the occasion of former Tamil Nadu's Chief Minister Jayalalitha's 70th birth anniversary. As part of the scheme, every beneficiary in the state of Tamil Nadu will be given 50% of the cost of a two-wheeler or a grant of 25,000 rupees. Each year, 1 lakh working women would be covered under this scheme.